that I have a upgrade of confidence now. I didn't have this confidence to achieve anything before I created, because I would like to mention Kavya ma'am here, because 2 months or 1 month earlier, I think I was having a serious confusion about pathology and how to learn, because so many materials are, especially genetics of pathology, was a really hectic thing for me. So I just called Kavya ma'am, and I was saying I'm having anxiety, ma'am. I don't know what is happening. She said that if you study a portion, just think that you will answer everything coming from that portion. Just study a portion such a manner that you will be answering any question from that portion. Don't get anxious. You will be able to score. And she was the one who motivated me.
Hello everyone, welcome back to YouTube channel Agri Addict. So I am Ariprasad. Today in this session we have All India 9th ranker from the ICAR PG exam in the subject of plant sciences. Her name is Fathima. She has secured All India 9th rank in the plant sciences 2024 exam. So Fathima, I welcome you to this session, and very congratulations on securing the top rank and also getting allotted to IAB Ranchi in the Department of Genetics. So before we start this session, I would just request you to please introduce yourself.
Thank you, sir. Hello everyone. I am Fathima Hanna from Kerala Agriculture University. I've secured ninth rank in JR 2024, and I'm studying in Indian Institute of Agriculture Biotechnology in the stream Genetics and Plant Breeding.
Okay, congratulations again. And you always wanted to go for genetics, or how was it? Like it changed after the result?
So I was sure that I'll be going for PG and higher studies, not stopping by agriculture. But the thing is that in first term, teachers really influenced me. And the first time I was interested in horticulture, not genetics. Genetics was not there in my mind.
Okay.
But during Corona time, at that time I was in, like, we were Corona batch 2023, like 2019 was our batch. So 2020-21 was a Corona period. So at that time, I just simply started referring genetics, that's reproduction chapters. So at that time was that I had a lot of doubts in the chapter, and I used to call one sir from us who was actually from the main campus. I am sub campus, so he used to assist me through phone, and that is the way I got interested, and I grew. Like, why I choose genetics is purely based on interest, because I like the subject. I chose it. I didn't have any idea what jobs or anything. I didn't know that this was a big subject. This had this much competition. Only pure basis of interest, I had this subject in my mind. So, and that too,
You are from also
after
from the
like
horticulture
when
background.
no,
You
sir,
are
I'm
also from the,
agriculture,
but still
no,
you
sir,
were
I
interested
was
in horticulture.
horticulture in the first year, because I studied in College of Agriculture, Ambalawal, which had a lot of horticulture scope, because mainly they focused on floriculture. It was not a college, like it was related to an institute, RARS, Ambalawal. So their international Populi one festival is there, because that is a flower fest. So everything there was related to horticulture, and obviously I was interested in horticulture. But after second sem, I understood that there was like something. I just followed my heart. That is it. Genetics was the other at like the end. So like was
So
so
the
that
marks that you have secured, just can you confirm the marks that you have secured?
I got 369
Okay,
in JRF
369.
exam.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
So let us talk about your journey, like how it has started. You have given us some glimpse about like how you got the subject interest, and you have answered this question like why plant sciences, but why MSc? It's because of heart, like just listen to your heart, or like you had something in your mind like why you have chosen MSc.
So I always have that from childhood onwards. I had the aim for having being a teacher. I like teaching. Somehow, like I like teaching, and when I clear doubts of my friends, I feel happy and I feel satisfied. And when they score mark, I feel happy. So
Yeah, this
ultimately,
is
my
my
aim
answer.
is
Okay. Yeah.
so ultimately my aim is teaching, lecturer, whatever, but teaching. I like teaching.
Okay, that's
So
why like you prefer higher studies.
yes, sir.
Wanted to go for MSc. So that's great. You are following your passion. That's one good thing to hear. Okay. So how you started this journey? Like from when you started it in your fourth, like which year like you have started this preparation, and how was your starting?
So in our campus, only two or three, like maximum three in our batch, was interested in plant science as a whole, and that two of them were plant pathology, and I was the only one in the whole college interested in plant breeding. No one was interested in plant breeding, and because of that, I felt a little difficult because we didn't at the first year we searched a lot for coaching centers. We didn't find any. That is, we started in third year and searched a lot for we know knew others coaching center, but they said they are not starting coaching this year, something like that. And we started to study on all. And after that, like they came like a time where I was interested in going abroad, and my family was also pushing me to go abroad. But at the end, that was also like I was not interested. Like it was too heavy for me. So I thought I will like search for a coaching center. I needed coaching center because my base was very low because our fundamentals were in Corona period, so we didn't have that base. So it was important for me to have the base. So I was searching for a coaching center, and I was simply searching through the Google, and I found Agriatic, and there I found one of my senior, like one of my batchmate actually, but now studying IARA. I found a photo, and I knew her from rank list. So I understood that she took coaching or something from here, and I called you and you responded, sir,
Okay,
because I
she's
called
Nihala.
another coaching center, Nihala Shauk. Yes,
Yeah,
sir,
she's
she got
Nihala. Okay, she's currently pursuing the plant pathology. She's in plant pathology. Yeah, she was my
that.
previous student.
Yes, so only because the reason I joined academic bus was because you answered my queries faster. Because I have messaged so many coaching center, nobody responded. They were saying either they didn't respond or they responded late after joining. So you responded fast, so I just joined as fast as possible.
Okay, okay, thank you so much. And it was in the fourth year.
No,
It was
sir.
which month actually?
Actually, it was after
You can
pass out.
also just tell us about. I know this story that you have been dropped out after the fourth year, and then like how was it actually? What happened like after your fourth year?
I was blank. I knew I
Okay.
was going for PG either abroad or here, but where was a really big question for me.
Okay.
Where, if abroad or here? And my
Mhm.
mother was the one who's pushed me just go for JRF. Why struggle? Why taking so many research like things? Just go for JRF here. But the thing was, I was not confident much. I was not confident because everybody in my field was either this or that, have reached somewhere. I haven't. I had a big zero. Like most of them have reached somewhere. So even through the journey till the exam, everybody in my field was posted somewhere or in their higher studies. They have reached, and I was a little up and down at that time, but
Okay.
it was worth
I just
it.
wanted to ask you, like, see, you said like it's after the fourth year. So what do you planned for the fourth year? Like you gave the exam in the previous year also?
I gave it simply, sir, because at that time I used to
When
like
you were in the actually fourth year, like main focus was to go for abroad at that time until you finished your fourth year.
last year period I was going. I used to attend classes and all for going abroad.
Okay.
But after a point, my mother said it will be hectic for you. So
So
I
the
just
exam that you gave in your fourth year, like you know the marks, like how much marks you have secured?
yeah, so I got two something, 270 something, and my rank was 500.
Okay.
I gave the exam, attended the counseling, but I didn't have any.
Okay. Okay. And like on that time, like when you gave the exam in the fourth year, like you're very prepared, at least
No, sir.
a bit.
No, so I used to study. The thing was that I used to study, but not consistency in consistent way. I used to study when I have a free period because I like reading.
Mhm.
And after this, when I started coaching, only I started to consistently read at least
And
for
it was in the
10
which
minutes.
month that you have taken this accredited course?
I don't know, sir. It started in September, I think. I
Okay,
missed
September
like 8
2023.
yes, sir. At that time. And one thing is that I didn't attend most of the live classes.
Okay.
I used to sit and read, have the recording because I was late to start and I didn't have much base. So I used to read the book and then attend the class, recorded class. I was not able to attend the live classes. So it
Okay.
made me like, I would advise juniors just read this chapter however you can and then attend the class to have a
Even
good
like I
knowledge.
just say the same things this time, and pretty much like I should appreciate the students of this year. They are too fast. Like they actually read the things well, and they come to the class with the proper reading, with the doubts, and also they interact with the mentors very well. The competition is as such that it's too huge. The students like I actually started taking the classes in the morning. I just take the class in 6:30 in the morning now. Still, like I see around 60 to 70 students who join the class in the morning also, and the way they interact, and they will be till I end the session. The 70 would be like consistent throughout the sessions. And in the previous year, this is how it is getting to improve from year by year, how the students are getting competent enough to come to this ICRPG exam and just crack this. That's a good thing to hear. And
Yes.
regarding the preparation, it is almost a year. Like when you started your journey with the accredited course, and that's when like you just kick started your preparation properly. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Actually, not till February to September. Yeah, almost July, sir. February, no, September to July.
Yeah, September to July, almost a year. So year-wise, how I'm saying is like it's basically the fourth year. The semester starts from the July or June or September. Like that's how I'm saying that it's almost a year of preparation, like fourth year of preparation, if I talk in that terms. Yeah. So let us talk about the different subjects you are referred. And one interesting thing that you should or like we should actually highlight from this session is you have given this exam in the fourth year, but you have secured almost 200 plus marks and around the rank of 500 plus in the fourth year. And then it was your second attempt after a year drop. You have written this exam a second time, where you have cracked this exam with the all India rank of 9. Why I'm this emphasizing this particular fact is there are a lot of students who are in a same situation where after completing their fourth year, they are dropping for a year and then they are preparing for this exam. But the difference is the confidence level. I've seen the students struggling with the lack of confidence because they are dropped out, and because of seeing the competition in the previous, like the upcoming batch, they are not too much confident whether they can crack or not. So you are the live example. So it's all about the consistency and the hard work that the student does. It doesn't matter like where you are, whether you are dropped out, or it doesn't even matter like what is your previous year rank. So as you said, like it was 500 plus, and now you have secured all India 9 rank. So this is what I want to convey every student who is watching this video from this particular session is that, so do not worry about what you have gained in the previous years. It's about the present things that what you have to focus, and the future results will be waiting for you. And you can have a live example, and you can also interact with her through the comments on this video. So if you have anything to ask, you can always come forward and ask. Okay. So okay, that's very inspiring, Fatima, that you have dropped out and still you have managed to secure a good rank. A kind of mindset and the confidence, I guess it's really different that you had, and that is what has made a difference in your results. Okay. So this is about all the background story that I actually wanted to know, because these are the things that will inspire the students. The stories are the one which are inspiring. Okay. So now tell me, like, how did you start? So before you started this preparation, did you do the analysis like what was lacking in the previous year, why you have secured the 500 plus rank? So you have started with a blank mindset, or you have made some plans or analysis before starting for
So
the
in the
second?
beginning, it was always blank. In the
Yeah.
beginning, I understood that like I had BDSing all along me. I used to read it, but the thing is was that I didn't read it in a competitive way. I read it because I wanted to know this concept, but not as a question answer type.
Okay.
So that was a fault. And that too, the main fault was I read it when I had time, when I have free time, when I had the mood to read,
Yeah.
not every day on a daily basis. So after attending the course, I like have to read this. Whatever I do in middle, I did a job, and that too when I come after a job, I used to read at least 10 minutes or 15 minutes, doesn't matter. I read, and by the time you'll understand that you cannot read 15 or 10 minutes, you have like you will feel to read half or 1 hour, 2 hour, because you have to get the concept. Even if you sit for reading 10 minutes, you'll be reading for 1 hour.
Yeah.
That is like the interest, based on the interest. And and what and in the beginning when I started the class, I was like so much scared, because all most of the students knew what was the concept. I was not knowing, and I had a lot of doubts. But thankfully, you have cleared most of them. And the thing I want to share is that to this junior sir, utilize maximum of the groups, aggregating groups, because that was the place I had my most of the misconceptions clarified. So the group was really great for me for having that conceptual clarity. Then and I concentrated more on my difficult subject. Like pathology was very hectic for me, so I didn't leave it. Like I started genetics as a base subject. I also referred pathology as it is difficult for me. For that, after at the time of exam, pathology was really easy for me. It was very tough exam from the BSc. Like pathology was a really tough subject for me, but after when I appeared for JRF, pathology was actually easy for me. So I would suggest to have start the difficult subject along with the basic subjects.
Oh. So now let us know about the students might be curious enough to know about the sources that you have utilized for your preparation. So like I know like already like what you have referred for your exam. Still like let's recall. Like I'll be just asking the subject groups. You can I would also the books that you have referred. Just confirm me once like are they same or not. So first thing for genetics, you have gone through the BDC, genetic made easy, and objective genetics.
I didn't go for genetics made easy. I made the notes. I referred that. I repeated revision.
And it's about the genetics by BD Singh and objective genetics. Any other book
That's
for genetics that you have referred?
no, sir.
Okay. Next for the plant breeding, the Punan Singh and objectives book.
Fundamental some parts of BDC
Yes.
and in the beginning, like reproduction, that first unit, second unit, I used BDC completely, and
Oh,
other related parts I used Fundancing and even the notes. Agreetic note was really helpful.
okay. So this is for
BDC
the
was
breeding.
really
And the
helpful.
objectives books, did you solve the objectives books
Yes,
completely? Or
yes. So I would like to suggest that objectives we always go for question and answers, but the summaries given in the front is very important because
okay,
this time dramatic selection something came from the summaries given in BK Prasad and BD Singh.
BD
So
Singh.
I would
Okay.
like yes, I would like to say to them that in reading and in genetics, when you refer BK Prasad, just go through the first summaries like terms related to the chapter. That is
Oh,
very important. So it will
yeah.
have questions from
Yes.
that.
So students like the way the Fatima is saying, like the objectives books are important not only for just solving the questions, the summaries, the information that these books has as is also as a equal weightage. You have to focus on them also. Yes. So next for the plant pathology, you just list out the names like what you have referred.
The plant pathology, I would like to say keep it very minimal because there is a lot of books, lot of especially I won't recommend UK Bhattacharya. Like it will be a like myth for people to have. You have to refer BK Bhattacharya. No, because when we look at the trend, questions from BK Bhattacharya is becoming very very less, and the content in that this was suggested by Manoj Patikya sir to me because I used to have so many doubts on BK Prasad. I wasted so many time in there. So I would suggest that read D. Alice is a very excellent book, sir, and G. N. Agrios you have to concentrate on genetics of plant breeding in that book and agro notes for diseases. I hope that Agriatic will be providing
And did
diseases.
you just go for the HCDB for clarifying
It's
all the things from the pathogens?
so specific chapters because what is not there in D. Alice will be
Mhm.
there in HTWA. So based on that, you can
Oh,
go for HTWA. Don't depend on HTWA completely.
yeah. But
And I would like
you do not personally recommend this objective book of Bhattacharya. That's what you're saying.
no, I won't personally recommend.
Yes.
And for pathology, I would say instead of going for a lot of mock tests, try to make questions on your own in
Yes.
pathology based on previous year questions. It helped me a lot. I used to make previous year questions from pathology, and it helped me in a lot of way. One to clarify the concepts, and two to revise portions.
Okay, that's great. So this is about the pathology. Like, see, it's always good to hear to the students also. They feel pleasant if they hear that, okay, there are very limited books to refer. This is the one
Yeah.
good thing the students expect from a topper. Like, this is what topper should say, that do not read too much of books, just read the limited sources. So you have just made it. Next, like talking about the microbiology, it's about Tharo and Kapoor that you have referred, or yes, like first five and last five, or complete book.
No, so first five and last five. I made a mistake, so I'll just tell them. I didn't give importance for the last five, that
Okay.
lactate, like milk portion and that industrial portion. I didn't give importance. I gave importance to the first five portion. I would like to say that give importance to the last five also because questions are coming from there, which was not seen in the previous questions, but now it's becoming a trend
Okay.
that
So
you have to
students
give
have
importance
focused
to
on
that.
the first five and also equally to the last five chapters. Other than that, like, is there any other sources that you have used for this microbiology?
Microbiology, microbiology actually the pan pathology, there is some portion
Okay.
related to fungi, virus, bacteria. So I would say that for that portions like bacteria, virus, combine these two, combine plant pathology and microbiology in a single note, so that in one read you will be getting both pathology and microbiology. I used
Yeah.
to do that.
And
That
have
was
you
really
referred the angle notes for the microbiology?
so.
Angle
Anglo not
notes.
no, sir.
Okay. So you have only
Only
read one
pathology I
classroom.
refer.
Okay. Okay. Fine. And about the C technology.
The technology I completed depend on your classes and notes, sir.
Okay. So you
I
have
even
gone with.
classes also I haven't attended most of them. The
Okay.
notes, sir.
Okay.
The
So you have
latest
related on the notes. So why is this?
and
Because you have taken this course in September, but still like you did not get sufficient time to attend the classes.
no, sir, it's not the time. It's that I have not read most of the portions, so I have to read that portion to attend. So I study a portion, then attend the class for more conceptual clarity.
Oh. So you have just read the notes first and then gone for the classes.
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
And like other than my materials like aggregate materials or aggregate content, you did not refer anything for anything else for CTech.
So I referred actually my class notes. We had good class notes, and in even I considered C technology and IPR together. So
Okay.
for that, I referred the BDCing also some part C technology. Then my class notes, ready sir's his notes, and your notes. So nothing else.
Okay, fine. So this is all about the major subjects. So if you want to talk about the minors, you can please explain us like how you have prepared for the minor subjects.
Minor subjects are biochemistry, Kavya ma'am's class, and
Okay.
photosynthesis. I used to see YouTube videos. Respiration also YouTube videos. That area I used YouTube videos for.
Okay.
And I mean that physiology part I used to have like just a Pante and Sinha book, no, sir. But I didn't go in deep with that because that is too hectic. So I just have a overall view and then left it. I didn't go into detail.
Okay. And
I would
regarding general agriculture,
say general agriculture completely dependent on Namraj Sunda for other subjects. Sir. I just use the syllabus. Like we have soil science is important, then extension is important, and some parts of economics is important. So I just referred that. And the last time you have given that institute and list and the
list
summaries,
book.
I just
Okay.
referred that.
Yeah.
I didn't go for much referring, so just simple way. And for Arakatyan, I used to have that general agree, what and all is there in general agree in the syllabus. I used to refer only that, nothing else.
Okay, fine. So this is about your complete preparation and the list of books and the sources, materials that you have used for the preparation, which is too much limited and something which would be very happy for the students to listen that with a very minimum number of books, the student can crack this exam with a very good rank. It all depends on like how nicely you are analyzing the things and how easy, choosy you are, like in picking up the topics which are important for the exam. That's great. So like just before ending the sessions, I have few more questions to ask. I guess like the students who are watching this video, like they have already got the maximum information that they are willing to take from this video. So along with other things, like just to summarize your whole interview. So first thing is the flow of subjects that you have covered. It's genetics, plant breeding, plant pathology, and micro seed, and then all other parts. Yeah. And the overall period of preparation is around 1 year. And what is your average duration of study?
So it depends. I used to have 8 hours, 5 hours to 8 hours because I
Five
had
to eight
time.
hours. Yeah,
They might not be having time if they are in the final year, but just keep it consistent. That's it.
yeah, consistent. Like you are being consistent till the exam day.
Not sir. I had made like a small mistake because I like I was exhausted at the month of June
Okay, in the
at the
month of June,
beginning
you
of
are
the year.
exhausted.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I was not. That was a fault. I think that is the reason I got my rank this low because I didn't study much. I didn't do the mock test. I was so exhausted. I didn't do anything. Like the last month, I was just doing the mock test, just reading the chapter, and that too not many mock tests. I didn't attend complete academic mock test, only the 7 or 8. I had planned to, but I didn't.
okay.
And
So full on
last
mock test.
and the last week, I got that pressure,
Mm.
and I started reading and having mock tests. That was a fault. That
Okay,
that last month, I didn't have much consistency. I'll be truthful.
okay, okay. So this is one mistake like that Fatima is mentioning. So students, like I also want to suggest you people. So if you are too much exhausted, like you have started your preparation from second year, third year, or fourth year, for a complete year or complete 2 years, you've been preparing, and somewhere, one or the other way, if you are exhausted, make sure that you give a break, but not on an exam month. So if you are too much pressurized, then you can give a break before the month, like in the May, April. You can take some break. You can take multiple breaks in between, like 4 days, 5 days, continuously leaving the books and doing some other things will also give you brings up a peace of mind, and then you can kickstart your preparation again. So that is one thing I would suggest to people. So if you are too much exhausted, so this is the one best thing you can do. So you can just completely leave the books and stop studying for some time, 2 3 days, based on your things. And next, once you leave the study for 2 3 days, in the very next day, like you'll get the urge to start, and then you can again kickstart the things. So this is actually work for most of the students, even including me. If you are too much exhausted, you can follow this. Yes. Okay. So this is about the flow of subject, the average hours of study, and the complete duration. And you also mentioned that you have not attended the mock test at the end, and that is something which has pushed you lower than what you were able to do it, right? Yes. Okay. So on the exam day, like you are sure that you will be getting a very good rank before going into the exam.
Yes,
So
I
what was
was
the feel?
expecting like I will get something less than 100, but I was not expecting I will
No,
get.
before attending the exams, what was your confidence level?
I was like, I don't know, sir. I was sure that I'll be giving my 100%. Like I checked the answer sheet like I mean questions like 3 times. I didn't have time, but I checked it 3 times. Like I'll be like, I'll check it. I'll make sure I'm giving the correct answer. That is it. So I was
Oh,
sure I'll be giving my 100, and till the last minute, I gave my 100%.
yes, yes. Okay, okay, nice. So this is something that students will always want to hear, like how a topper would feel the exam pressure. Like it's one and the same for everyone. The topper is something that you will be having after giving the exams and getting the results. But before that, everyone are same. Like it's about the same mindset and it's about the same pressure the students will be handling. But it's the difference is like how you take it. That's it. You prepare well, you be consistent, you be confident, then the pressure would something that you can manage. Yeah. So before ending the session, so I like to ask you last question, last two questions. So one is regarding the role of accredit. If I have to ask you this question, that what was the role of accredit in your preparation in achieving the All India ninth rank? So how do you answer this?
So I would like to say coaching. I have did coaching. That's it. But the thing is that I have a upgrade of confidence. I
Okay.
didn't have this confidence to achieve anything before I created because I would like to mention Kavya ma'am here because 2 months or 1 month earlier, I think I was having a serious confusion about pathology and how to learn because so many materials are, especially genetics of pathology, was a really hectic thing for me. So I just called Kavya ma'am and I was saying I'm having anxiety, ma'am. I don't know what is happening. She said that if you study a portion, just think that you will answer everything coming from that portion. Just study a portion such a manner that you will be answering any question from that portion. Don't get anxious. You will be able to score. And she was the one who motivated me. I don't know
Oh,
whether she remembers, but I remember because at that time I was so low. That is, I would say that that was the lowest portion of my confidence. That time was really hectic for me. So I called her. She didn't motivate in first manner, but she just advised how to study. That gave me a push. So I think that is the best. Like coach, the help, like the confidence you create is not just by coaching, sir, but also creating an atmosphere for studying, sir. That is a great.
okay. So anything else that you want to convey other than this?
No, so that's all I think. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. It was really helpful.
Okay, fine. So thank you so much. And I would just like to ask you one more question. It's regarding the message. So students who will be watching this video, like what a message that you will be willing to give them?
So I would say most of them will be there in fourth year or maybe third year. You will have a lot of things going on around, but just keep that consistency. Be it like if you lost one day, just leave it, but you should be motivated that you will start the next day, but that next day should not be forever.
Okay.
You should start it at some point. You like feel starting trouble, but if you start and just do it for 1 week, just aim it for 1 week, and if you start for 1 week, you'll be obviously going for the whole month. But if you
Yes.
stop within 2 days, you won't be achieving anything. So that is the message, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for motivating all the upcoming ICRPG aspirants. I guess like the video would be definitely informative, and students have got a lot of benefit from the video, like by the information that you have shared. So students, like if you have any other queries other than what we have discussed in this video, you can definitely comment on this video, and Fatima will be available. She will be answering the queries in the YouTube video. Thank you, Fatima. Thanks again for sparing your valuable time and attending this session and guiding your juniors for this upcoming ICRPG exam. So I wish you all the very best for your future studies. Thank you.
Thanks.